Hello everyone, I'm Subhojit from OdissaTV.in presenting you today's news from Odisha. First the headlines. Eminent literature, Jayant Mahapatra returns Padma Shri Award, raising his voice against growing intolerance in the country. State Police to continue its operation against Maoists as before. DGP lays emphasis on interstate coordination to effectively deal with red rebels. State government in process to constitute a law commission for facilitating legal reforms and qualitative legislation. First output from Paradip Oil Refinery rolls out after Union Petroleum Minister Dharmendra Pradhan flags off the first consignment of diesel, kerosene and LPG. And Bhubaneswar's Smart City initiative off to a flying start after Smart City Bhubaneswar page in Facebook receives overwhelming response with highest likes. Now the details. Adding to the list of celebrities across the country who have returned their award to the Government of India in protest against the growing intolerance in the country, eminent literature of Odisha and poet of international acclaim, Jayant Mahapatra has joined the bandwagon as he has expressed his desire to return the Padma Shri Award. Mahapatra said the return of the award is only to express a small voice of dissent, not to show any dishonor to the nation. Speaking exclusively to the OTV, Mahapatra stated, "I felt hurt looking at the incidents happening in the country and reports being published in newspapers. I was forced to take this decision." Replying to a query whether the return of Padma Shri will bring any change, Mahapatra said, "I'm not trying to find a solution. Looking for a solution is the job of government officials and political leaders." He added, though intolerance was present earlier in the country, the intensity was not so much like today. The government was never in approval of the intolerance earlier. Commenting on the decision of Mahapatra to return the award, novelist Bibhuti Patnaik said, "Intolerance is not a new thing. Not only India, it is happening across the world. Especially communal intolerance is happening in the world. Only returning the award is not the way out. Mahapatra should present his views in his write-ups and through participation in discussions." Notably, Mahapatra, who was conferred Padma Shri in 2009, has written a letter to President of India, Pranab Mukherjee, expressing his desire to return the civilian honour. "I would feel ethically impugned if I did not raise my voice in dissent against the growing moral asymmetry that's blatantly visible in our country. It's a small, insignificant voice, true, but mine of an aging man of 88 years and in no way attempts to solve the issue I have stated here. An intrusion into the basic freedoms of a citizen of India," Mahapatra said in a letter to Dr. Pranab Mukherjee on Sunday.
गोटे दिन मुझे ठीक करना कथाटा को एति मुझे दिन दिन घटना खबर कागज जहाँ बाहर मो मन में गोटे भय पूराई देछि मु जहाँ लिखा चेष्टा करुच्ची जहाँ लिखा मोर इच्छा मुझे ता लिखिपारि नहीं मुझे 10 थर भावी कौन लिखी कौन न लिखी क्या लिखिले क्या मन में कष्ट हम कौ विषय लिखी कौ विषय लिखी नहीं एत कथा भाविक लिखिपारि कौन प्रकृत में मोर जहाँ इच्छा कौन लिखिपारि ताने मोर ये स्वाधीनता मोर ये काट खाईगला से जो मो पद्मश्री जहाँ मुझे से पद्मश्री को मुझे भाविली यहाँ जदि फेरई देवी ताहले जना पड़ो जे मोर मन में केते कष्ट.
Director General of Police DGP KB Singh on Sunday said that operation against the Maoists will continue in Odisha. Briefing newsmen after presiding over a high-level review meeting on Maoist situation in the state at the district police headquarters in Rourkela, Singh said the killing of top 2 Maoist cadres by the Rourkela police during a combing operation launched in the last week is a major success for the state police. "I congratulate my officers for the success against the Maoists who had infiltrated into the Odisha border during the Panchayat polls in the neighbouring Jharkhand," Singh informed. He also laid emphasis on interstate coordination to effectively deal with the red rebels. Stating that the left-wing ultras are active in 11 districts, he said the state police would continue its operation against them as before. The DGP said for effective operation against the Maoists, the approach of the state police would be twofold: to continue operation against the ultras to flush them out of the area of operation, and second, to take maximum local area development in the Maoist-prone areas. Replying to a question on the rate of prosecution, Singh said, We had a meeting in this regard. We have decided to improve the conviction rate so that the detention of the criminals would be extended further. He also informed that there is a large number of vacancies in the police department due to court order and other litigations. I hope the problem would be sorted out in a couple of months, after which the process of recruitment would begin to fill up the vacant posts, he added. Director Intelligence Sunil Roy, IG Intelligence DS Katte, IG Operation Somendra Priyadashi, IG Southwestern Range RK Sharma, Sundargarh SP R Prakash, Keonjhar SP Kavita Jalan and senior police officials of both the districts were present at the meeting.
मायावती पर कई जिला थी 11टा ये मायावती family that is very good and I congratulate my officers. Due to panchayat elections in the Jharkhand, a large number of cadre has infiltrated inside Odisha and we are successfully checked them, and in this operation our 2 Maoists were killed. Our approach is twofold. One, keep police operation on, and second, take maximum local area development. Now we have reviewed the prosecution of the crime. We are trying to improve the conviction rate, law and order situations. There are a large number of vacancies due to court orders and litigations. We are sorting out. I am hopeful that within 1-2 months these problems will be sorted out and we will be able to recruit it.
Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik on Sunday said the process is underway to set up a law commission in Odisha very soon. We are in a process of constituting a law commission to aid and advise in the matters of legal reform and qualitative legislation relevant to the present-day society, Patnaik said while inaugurating the first state committee meeting of the newly formed BJD Legal Front at a party headquarters in the state capital. Expressing optimism that the legal front will further the process of providing socio-economic and political justice to the people, he said the process is on to fill up the critical gaps in legal interest structure facilities, especially in remote areas of the state. The Chief Minister hoped that the BJD Legal Front will work hard in creating adequate legal awareness among the people. I believe strongly that the formation of BJD Legal Front is a timely and very positive step in the right direction. Through you, I dream of a new narrative of socio-political revolution to strengthen our commitments and fulfill our promises to the people of our state, he added. In his reaction, Leader of Opposition Narsingh Mishra said, I was chairman of the Law Revision Committee and had recommended for setting up of the Law Commission. Later, it was not implemented. However, I had been advising Naveen Babu to set up the Law Commission. Though it had been late, finally he got the wisdom. I wish the announcement does not remain in words.
BJD Legal Front will further the process of providing socio-economic and political justice to the people. We are in the process of constituting a law commission to aid and advise in matters of legal reform and qualitative legislation relevant to the present day of society. We are in the process of filling the critical gaps in legal infrastructure facilities, especially in the remote areas of the state. To further the speedy delivery of justice and to facilitate easy access to justice, we have had a new building for the Odisha High Court a year back, and there is a proposal for its further extension for proper administration of justice. 17 district court buildings are being constructed on priority within a short span of time.
Law Revision Committee chairman mu 5 ବର୍ଷ ଧରି ଥିଲି। ସେହି ସମୟରେ ମୁଁ ପ୍ରସ୍ତାବ ଦେଇଥିଲି ଯେ ରାଜ୍ୟରେ law commission ଗଠନ କରାଯାଉ। ତା ପରବର୍ତ୍ତୀ ସମୟରେ ତା କାର୍ଯ୍ୟକାରୀ ହେଇ ନଥିଲା। ନବୀନ ବାବୁଙ୍କ ସରକାରକୁ ମଧ୍ୟ ମୁଁ ଉପଦେଶ ଦେଇଥିଲି ବାରମ୍ବାର ରାଜ୍ୟରେ law commission ଗଠନ କରାଯାଉ। ଦେରରେ ହେଲେ ମଧ୍ୟ ତାଙ୍କର ଜ୍ଞାନ ଉଦୟ ହୋଇଛି ସ୍ୱାଗତ ଯୋଗ୍ୟ। କିନ୍ତୁ ଘୋଷଣାରେ ରହି ନ ଯାଉ।
law commission ଗଠନ ହେବା ପ୍ରକ୍ରିୟା ଜୋରସୋର ଚାଲିଛି। କ୍ୟାବିନେଟ୍ ମେମୋରାଣ୍ଡମ୍ ପ୍ରସ୍ତୁତି ଚାଲିଛି। କ୍ୟାବିନେଟ୍ର ଅନୁମୋଦନ ପରେ law commission ଚୂଡ଼ାନ୍ତ ରୂପରେଖ ନେବ।
Production at the factory of Indian Metals and Ferroalloys Limited (INFA) at Theruvali in Rayagada was disrupted due to a strike called by former staff of the plant on Sunday. Demanding fulfillment of 3-point charter of demands, the striking former employees of INFA sat in front of the main gate of the plant and did not let anyone to enter inside. The plant authorities have announced a blackout due to the agitation. Meanwhile, an employee association of INFA denounced the strike and said it as illegal. The plant authorities said as the new agreement with the workers' matter is pending before the Odisha High Court, action will be taken according to the directive of the court. Construction of a ramp for the physically challenged inside Sri Jagannath Temple in Puri has been criticized by the temple servitors and the Shankaracharya of Govardhana Pitha. Expressing resentment over the construction of the ramp, Shankaracharya of Govardhana Pitha, Swami Nischalananda Saraswati said the Odisha government must define its right of jurisdiction. The traditional rituals of the temple are done as per rules of the temple. If the temple administration wants any change in the system, it must take my suggestion, he rued. Commenting on the issue, senior servitor and Bodagrahi of Goddess Subhadra Ramachandra Das Mahapatra said the Sri Jagannath Temple Administration SGTA, which had deprived the devotees to mount the chariots for the darshan of the deities during Rath Yatra, as per the suggestions of Shankaracharya, should have sought the suggestion from him before taking a decision on construction of a ramp inside the temple. On the other hand, the Trust Fund for Empowerment of Persons with Disabilities has welcomed the decision of the state government. By the grace of God, there was no dispute or protest as the state government and the temple administration have done the work smoothly. The ramp will help the physically challenged devotees to have a smooth darshan of the Lords, said Taylor Kannubhai Patel, president of the trust.
उड़ीसा के शासन तंत्र का जो अधिकार बनता है उसकी सीमा में रहकर वो काम करे तो इस मंदिर में जो दिशाहीनता प्रतिक्षण और प्रतिदिन हो रही है उसके नियंत्रण का मार्ग प्रशस्त हो सकता है, नहीं तो नहीं.
किंतु मोर कहया कथा होची जो जिनिस जहा करिवे मंदिर प्रशासन जेहेतु तमे रथ ऊपर को हजार हजार भक्त चढ़ुतले दर्शन करुतले तांकु जदि तमे शंकराचार्य को मतामत आनी बंद करिछ ताले जहा मंदिरर परंपरा को नष्ट करिवो मंदिर प्रशासन शंकराचार्य को मत आनी करवा उचित एवं ताकु समस्त स्वागत निश्चित भाव में करिवे.
ये कुछ भी बाधा झगड़ा कुछ नहीं, सब आप लोगों का सहकार से और प्रशासन की मदद से ये हो गया. ये मेरे लिए और आने वाली पीढ़ी के लिए और भगवान की कृपा उनके पर बरसती रहेगी.
Union Petroleum Minister Dharmendra Pradhan on Sunday flagged off the first dispatch of consignment of products from Paradip Oil Refinery. Diesel, kerosene and LPG produced from the refinery on a trial basis were transported in 2 lorries that set out the journey after the Union Minister showed the flag. Besides, the Union Minister reviewed preparations for Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to the oil refinery project in a meeting with IOCL officials. In the initial phase, all the units of the project will be operational by January, and the Prime Minister is scheduled to dedicate the oil refinery to nation after that. Talking to media persons, Pradhan said, commercial production of diesel, kerosene and LPG from the oil refinery has begun. However, petrol and ATF production from the refinery is yet to start. The project will be fully operational before the dedication of the refinery to nation. With the commissioning of few of its process units, IOCL is now ready to supply products in small quantity from its 15 MMTPA state-of-the-art Paradip refinery. Built at cost of Rs 34,555 crore, the refinery is designed to process broad basket of crude including cheaper high sulfur heavy crudes.
आजिठू यार जो कमर्शियल प्रोडक्शन आरंभ हैला डीजेल आउ केरोसिन रो एलपीजी रो या को आजिठू हम आरंभ करी गलु किंतु एठी आउरी पेट्रोल बाहरिबा पई बाकी अछि एटीएफ बाहरिबा पई बाकी अछि यार पूर्ण क्षमता लोकार्पण सुधा हेचिबो.
A realtor was arrested on Sunday by the Shahid Nagar police in Bhubaneswar on charges of defrauding Rs 30 lakh with the promise of providing a duplex. Sources said the arrested person, Shreya Infra Group owner Himanshu Shekhar Naik, has confessed to the crime during questioning. After getting a complaint against Naik, the police detained him at Shahid Nagar police station on Saturday evening. When Naik refused to return the duped amount to the complainant, the police took the realtor into custody. Naik will be forwarded to a court on Sunday, sources added. Meanwhile, the arrested realtor said, "This is a false allegation. The house is ready for delivery." But the complainant had deposited rupees 23 lakh only, while remaining 7 lakh is yet to be given to the company. Despite several reminders to him, he did not deposit the amount. Instead, he lodged a police complaint. How can a company provide a home at lesser amount? Taking strong note of the death of 2 elephants after coming in contact with a live wire in Tithipali forest, the Subarnapur Divisional Forest Officer DFO suspended a forester and forest guard for dereliction of duty. Besides, 4 employees of the elephant squad and a tracker were sacked, the DFO stated on Monday. Notably, 2 pachyderms died in the reserve forest on Sunday morning after coming in contact with solar fencing wire, which was connected to a live extra high tension wire. Good news for denizens of Bhubaneswar. The Smart City Bhubaneswar page on Facebook has received the highest likes. Figures in the official page of the city, opened by Bhubaneswar Municipal Corporation BMC, show it has got a growth of 40% compared to last week. According to the sources, as many as 11,000 people have liked the official page of Bhubaneswar this week. Though the city has been placed at 4th position, taking into consideration its popularity and consumers' connective initiative, it is leading in online voting, civic body officials claim. While Bhubaneswar page found the top position with 54,060 likes, Faridabad and Bilaspur managed to find 2nd and 3rd place respectively. Before wrapping up the headlines once again, eminent literature, Jayant Mahapatra returns Padma Shri Award, raising his voice against growing intolerance in the country. State Police to continue its operation against Maoists as before. DGP lays emphasis on interstate coordination to effectively deal with red rebels. State government in process to constitute a law commission for facilitating legal reforms and qualitative legislation. First output from Paradip Oil Refinery rolls out after Union Petroleum Minister Dharmendra Pradhan flags off the first consignment of diesel, kerosene and LPG. And Bhubaneswar's Smart City initiative off to a flying start after Smart City Bhubaneswar page in Facebook receives overwhelming response with highest likes. That's all for today. Thank you for watching.